Quarterfinals has not been easy, guys. What it do, players and trainers? Welcome back to another episode of Squid Ocean. It's gonna be slightly different because we did battle already, and I did not get my team builder up before the battle. So we're just gonna be talking a little bit about the match and how my team was set up for his team, in that sense. So let's jump into these teams real quick. My boy Ranward. Let's continue with this real quick. Let's see what we got here. That's not the team. That's another team. Yep, here we got our team. Our boy Arcanine. Arcanine plays a crucial role, as we do know that Arcanine was the biggest. It's one of the biggest counters I have from Magearna, which is a very scary mon, as we've seen. It's done a lot of work against other teammates, other players in the league, other of the coaches. Magearna has it's been a force to be reckoned with. People they clearly set up either 1 or 2 mons just for Magearna. That's how scary that mon is. People want to ban it. I personally do not like to ban it. I wouldn't like to ban it. Celesteela I would ban more or less because it loses. It's just Celesteela I could see more of a ban than Magearna. I do know that Magearna gets the soul heart, which would increase your special attack every time you increase. But it's a mon you can really counter. Actually, it maybe should be banned. I don't know, in league format, as long as it's okay. If it's tiered wise, like it's the open tier, Magearna could be banned. But Arcanine, that's his role here, really to stop Magearna, as well as get off hits with extreme speed that we need, like late runs, get the Intimidate off, because Arthur does have Lando, which can either be special or physical. If it's physical, I would like that Intimidate to be there. It's a nice Intimidate for a Crobat as well, if I'm not mistaken, on his team. It's another. Who else does he has as a physical hitter? I think it's really just those 2 mons. Let's just open up that dock real quick here. But yeah, we got Wild Charge. In case we can make a read, it was between Wild Charge or Outrage, because I did feel like either Latios or Latias, either Latias or Volcanic, yeah, Volcanian or Latios Speed becoming. So if it had to pick between one of the 2, I said I do think I'm gonna get rocks up. I do have the Ice Shard plus an Icicle Crash on Mamoswine, so I'm not too worried there. I do have an Ice Beam, plus I have Zygarde. I was like, let's just kind of stick with Wild Charge, in case we can make a Volcarona read, because I can see the Volcanion, my Volcanion coming in like on Flare Blitz, like to potentially Magearna, like if he wants to make a read and just kind of goes and switches out, and may it be like Scarf, which would be a great monster Scarf. We can make that read, make the Wild Charge, and we kind of we can determine by the way he brings it in if it's Scarf or not. So yeah, that's why we have Wild Charge on there. It also can hit Crobat for super effective damage. It can hit Pukumuku for super effective damage. Even though it's not stab, it's going to do a good amount, but just maybe not the right amount. And the spread we're going to have actually on Arcanine is not... It's going to be pretty offensive, but we do have... It's going to be leftovers, 252 Adamant, as you can see. 196 in speed, just enough to outspeed 75 base onto Smeargle. We got Volcanion is base 70, so we outspeed that. We won't outspeed naturally. We don't outspeed Lando. We don't outspeed Crobat. We don't outspeed Latias. So we just want to outspeed his low tier mons, and we do outspeed Magearna. All those mons, as long as they're not Scarf. And then once we find out they are Scarf, will they outspeed? We know they're Scarf, so we're set for that. So yeah, Flare Blitz for stab, Wild Charge for the Pukumuku, for the Volcanion, and the Crobat. And then we have Extreme Speed just to get that nice damage off on any mon we could potentially think. And then we're carrying the Protect just because we can scout as well as get leftovers on turns. We can stall out turns. I'm bringing my grassy terrain, as you guys will see later on. We're bringing Tapu Bulu, so I want to be able to. I know that grassy terrain can. It does weaken ground moves. So then, Mammal Swine, its Scarf might not be. It's gonna be kind of. It's gonna be nerfed. Is the word I'm looking for. It's gonna be nerfed. So then we would like to kind of just stall out those turns of. I feel like this music might be a little bit too loud. We want to stall out the turns of the grassy terrain, stall out turns of Trick Room. Maybe if he thinks about bringing Trick Room with Magearna, as we've seen in a few weeks that he's done so before. But that was really Arcanine's main role. I feel like Arcanine did better though, because in the fact that he did bring Mega Metachan, and Mega Metachan was carrying the high jump kick, which is a very scary move to be taking, plus a very scary a recoil move as well. Because if I had gone up for if I get a double protect off as he goes for a high jump kick, that could have been huge on him. But it's a great play by him to bring high jump kick, as he knows it can hit almost everything on my team pretty hard. I'm glad I brought Gengar, and I knew Gengar played a big role in this week matchup. Unfortunately, he cannot. We'll talk more about the Gengar, but we'll see. But yeah, Arcanine, Intimidate as well for the Mega Metachan. We do know it gets huge power, so huge power doubling his attacks. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that was basically Arcanine's role. I think Arcanine did do great this matchup this week. I'm proud of you, Arcanine. Hey, but just keep putting work, because we are trying to get to a championship. Next up, we got Manaphy. Manaphy holding the Ice Beam, the Energy Ball, Surf, and Tail Glow. Holding Salak Berry, Modest. With enough speed, we have, how much was it in speed again? I believe it was 156. It's going to be 204 Modest, and 140 in its HP, 204 in special attack. And then we're carrying the Ice Beam because after we do get a Tail Glow up, we can knock out the Latias if he's not investment in bulk and whatnot. So we can knock out the Latias. Energy Ball would be neutral for the Volcanion. I know after Rocks, we have a role of knocking it out with the Modest. And then we have Pukumuku. I know after our first matchup with Arthur, he saw Pukumuku was not a really good bring for this matchup. So we know we're going to be able to get our Tail Glow up and just start energy balling or getting Surfs up. Surf, actually, this was a nice calculations I ran here, which Surf to a non-invested at +3 does 89 to 100% to Magearna. So if we get that rock damage as well from the Stealth Rocks, it does. I can see that once we dwindle down most of Arthur's team, Magearna can put in work. While as still being bulky, it has that 148 investment into HP, which is nice because you just need to get to 1/4 into your HP for the Salak Berry to activate. Then we get our speed boost. For those that did not know what Salak Berry does, you get your speed boost. So we're at +1. We're outspeeding, we're at 156. We even outspeed a base. If it's Scarf Volcanion, we also outspeed him. That's mine. I'm gonna eat it. So yeah, we're still gonna outspeed those type of mons, which is great. So Energy Ball, which is just neutral, but we don't expect the Pukumuku. Ice Beam, Korbat does not want to take an Ice Beam. Latias doesn't want to take an Ice Beam. Volcanion does not want to take the Energy Ball after the rock damage. Metachan didn't want to be taking none of that. So that was my mindset behind this. We get the outspeed, we can kill Lando with no problem. Miltank doesn't want to be taking 2 of these. It's just, this thing is just Energy Block plus the Salak Berry would have been GG. But unfortunately, we did not get to that point of the match. As you do see, we got our Tail Glow up. We did activate the Salak Berry, and we were able to take down the Smeargle, who transformed into Gengar. But it's funny because right before the team build, like before we went to the match, I said I could probably carry the protect or not carry the protect in case he brings like, in case I want to scout or like the fake out Metachan as he did bring. But I said, you know, I'd rather have the 4 attacking moves. Like, why would you really have a Tail Glow plus a protect on a Mon when you have no leftovers recovery? The only leftovers recovery I would have is the grassy terrain. So I said, yeah, you know, just let's just have the 3 attacking moves plus the Tail Glow and the Salak Berry, and we'll see where we go from there. And as you can see, we really only got 1 KO with that. We were only able to kill. My Wi-Fi just like went down, I think. Hold up, guys. Yeah, it just went down. Oh, well. Ah, wow, what a bummer. Come on, bro. Sorry about that, guys. That's what happens when you have that potato tier. Oh, well. I guess we'll just broadcast some music off my phone. You can either listen to that, or we can listen to my voice, or I can go on YouTube. You guys can listen to that meanwhile. That nice PC music. But I think I'm done with Manaphy, really. Man, Zygarde. It's a bummer because Zygarde would have done so well in this matchup. Like, I don't think you guys understand, like, how well Zygarde could have done. Especially if I would have put a Z move on it. If I would have put a Z move, oh, then it's back. Okay. Okay, so as I was mentioning, Zygarde, yes. So after seeing the match afterwards, after seeing how well, I was like, oh, okay, I said that. Okay, so Zygarde could have, after 1 Dragon Dance, we're talking about Life Orb, like Life Orb after 1 Dragon Dance. We know the Magearna wasn't Shuka, neither was a Volcanic. Volcanic was a Scarf. We did have enough investments to outspeed, which work offline. So here we go. It was like 196. Same for Arcanine, the 252 in Adamant, and it was 60 in defense. 60 in defense because I know it has like a 120 base defense, and I wanted just an extra bulk, some extra bulk there. What is this? So that extra bulk and defense to kind of help out. We did have a special wall, which actually we didn't have a special wall. Actually, no, we did not have a special wall. I wanted to make. We did not have a special. I thought we did, but we didn't. But yeah, 1 Dragon Dance plus the 1,000 Arrows Life Orb would have just one-shot Volcanion. It would have one-shot the Magearna. It would have been huge damage on Crobat, huge damage on Latias, huge damage on Smeargle. We would have outsped, and its potato tier defense would have not been able to take it. He also brought, it was a good mon that he brought that I'm not mentioning right now. Metachan would have been a problem because it would have been able to fake us out and got some nice damage off, but 1,000 arrows it did not want to take. It's just, overall, like, if I could have made the read turn 2 where he went for a Volt Switch, and I could have gone into Volcanion and just kind of Dragon Dance off, that would have been a crazy first turn, like first couple of turns. But that's like really god tier reads, and I'm not even there yet, so I'm not gonna even put myself in that position. I just wanted to play straight forward, make moves I can read and whatnot. So yeah, 1,000 arrows, it just would have been so nice, so huge. So I'm kind of glad I did put the 60 base into its defense, as we did see that Crobat was banded and was doing huge amount of damage. The way I brought it in, and then like when I brought it in and saw that damage, I was like, I'm just glad I did make my Zygarde fully offensive and with the Life Orb. So if it would have been choice banded, we could have been able to knock out Crobat, but it would have been information he got it, and he would have known would have been locked into extreme speed, so that he could have easily switched into Magearna and just kind of gone for a thing. Maybe banding it would have been better. I don't actually, would have been close. I'm not sure if it would have knocked it out, but as you can see in the video, just it did enough damage, good amount of damage. Actually, it would have knocked it out because it took some recoil damage. Oh, no. So actually, Light Orb was the better choice. So yeah, as you see there. But yeah, man, Zygarde is such a scary mon. I see why people want to ban it. I really do understand. I do see that. After one Dragon Dance, it's just such a scary mon. Such a I don't even know I like that. But we've seen scenarios where my Zygarde he can't even pull through. But Zygarde really did do some huge work, some nice damage in that game. But yeah, that's really all Zygarde could have done. He could have done so much more. I wish he could have done so much more, but unfortunately, we didn't get to see it. It was, if we had to sack a mon, I'm glad it was that mon that we sacked. Actually, could have sacked Manaphy. I don't know. Actually, I think Manaphy may have been better for me. Wow. Okay. No, actually, I don't know. They're both. Maybe. We didn't know really. And if he had gone for a poison move, which I don't know why he would have gone a poison move from Gengar. Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, maybe Manaphy may have been a better switcher. But hey, it is what it is. We can live and we learn from our mistakes. Next up is Tapu Bulu. Tapu Bulu. I messed up. I messed up, but I didn't mess up because me messing up by messing up actually helped out with my mess up win. Because originally Tapu Bulu was supposed to be Choice Scarf, Superpower, Nature's Madness, Rock Tomb, and Horn Leech, as you see above. But then last minute before a matchup, I wanted to put Rocky Helmet on. I actually did put Rocky Helmet on, but I messed up my genning my Gengar, so then I had to, like, okay, we were setting up our teams. I put the Rocky Helmet on Tapu Bulu, and I said, okay, if you're gonna go Rocky Helmet because you're gonna take hits and whatnot, and then I messed up with Gengar. I think this was like God telling me, yo, dude, no, in order to win, you gotta have the Choice Scarf. So when I went back and I redid everything, it defaulted back to its original set, which was Choice Scarf, and that's why we brought Choice Scarf, and we were able to outspeed a lot of mons. But yeah, we had the Rock Tomb for the Crobat in case we could rank a Crobat breed. As I was mentioning, it was going to be Rocky Helmet, so if not, I would have carried Rock Slide. It would have been Rock Tomb to slow down the Crobat, we outspeed, and then we just Rock Tomb again, or Horn Leech, or whatever would have been a better move. But yeah, that was basically the reason why. Just to get some super effective damage on Volcanic, if anything, because Horn Leech, even though it's kind of resisted by Latias, so that was something I kind of wanted to avoid as well. Nature's Madness, in case he brought in something too bulky that I wouldn't be able to handle, just make a read, go for Nature Madness, get it down to like 50% of what it originally was, and Superpower in case he brought the Miltank or the Smeargle, as he did bring. But that was really Tapu Bulu's role in this matchup. Thankfully I got a high roll on that Horn Leech. I am so glad I did mess up by messing up, because I was able to outspeed the Medicham, and then we were able to knock it out. Nice, thanks to those Stealth Rocks. I think if Arthur had Stealth Rocks, we could have been talking about a different match, but he didn't bring in Tree Hazards, which is understandable. As you guys have to watch the first match to kind of determine why Arthur brought this team. Because he did bring the Miltank and he brought Pukumuku. Two very stally mons. I don't like to play with stall. Two stall mons, and if you notice from that match, what did Miltank do? Set up Stealth Rocks. Set up Stealth Rocks, and it got one body slam off, and all I did was Milk Drink and Heal Belt, as Mamoswine was just toxicking and Earthquake till it died, and we both got our rocks up. And then Pukumuku, all it did was set up Reflect and go for Baton Pass and set up some light screens. But we brought a Choice Scarf Golbat that week, we defogged. So basically, Milk Tank's rocks were defogged, so Milk Tank did nothing. Pukumuku set up a Reflect, which was defogged, and was allowed Arcanine to one-shot his Magearna. So Pukumuku and Milk Tank were two mons that really you can't bring against me, because it's good against maybe other type of players, but I like to play offensive, and the only way you can be offense is with defense sometimes, but you need to have really good defense. Pukumuku is not the greatest defense because it has no attacking moves. Like, hello. And then Milk Tank is offensively okay after a few curse moves. Like after curse, like, but then it's kind of like you're turning away. Like, okay, let's see, curse, Milk Drink, Body Slam because you need an attack, and then do you carry the heal bell or do you carry something else? And you can carry the heal bell, and yeah, I guess that's the only way. But after a while, it's not gonna work out because I'm just gonna keep toxicking or thing. Yeah, it wouldn't work out because then you lose the chance of setting up hazards and whatnot. So it's really not a great not a great monster to bring up in this matchup. So I applaud Arthur for bringing the offensive team he brought, which was 2 Scarfers, 1 Bandit, 1 Choice Specs, a Leftovers, and a Megastone. That's pretty offensive if you ask me. That's really offensive, and it's really great counters for me. But yeah, grassy terrain in order to weaken ground moves, because if he did bring Lando, I want to weaken the Earth Power or the Earthquake he might bring. He didn't bring, so because I've thought about bringing Jirachi, and then Jirachi would have to kind of neutralize. My team has too many ground weaknesses, so we gotta avoid that at all costs, and that's why Tapu Bulu was drafted. So actually franchise is a better word to say. I did franchise it. It kind of helps out. I wanted to help it out with Heatran, but it didn't work out for Heatran too much, which is fine. But yeah, that's how it went down. And as you can see, we did get a knockout with Tapu Bulu, which Tapu Bulu hasn't been doing too much work, but when it does need to put in work, it puts in work. And that's what I love about Tapu Bulu. It got some nice damage off of Magearna. It scared Volcanic from coming in, which is I liked it as well. Our boy Gengar was gonna put in so much work. He actually was probably Arthur's kryptonite this week. We have the icy wind for the Lando. We had a shadow ball for stab for like Magearna. Fun fact: if his Magearna was like, I think with some HP investment, a shadow ball did about like 36%, and then once you put that Ghostium Z, it jumped to like 70%. I'm like, what? That's ridiculous. So to get a shadow ball off on Magearna plus a Z shadow ball would have been amazing. Sludge Bomb for also stab, just to really get some new damage off. And Destiny Bond in case, because we do outspeed Lando, and if it's not Scarf, you just get that Destiny Bond, we kill. We speed tie with Latias. I didn't see Latias too much of a threat, so I said it's fine for me to be slower than it, but be faster than all his other mons. So yeah, Icy Wind, just for the Crobat, for the Lando to knock it out. Shadow Ball, we talked. Okay, yeah, I already mentioned all this. How did Gengar do? Gengar did really well because he started off the match and he started off with Smeargle, and we saw that it went for a parting shot as we went for a Sludge Bomb because I wanted to just get rid of it right away. Bring it down to the stash, get the Toxic off. Really, Toxic off was my main priority in my head at that moment. But seeing that he went first with the parting shot, we knew officially that the Smeargle was Scarf. So that's great intel because I had that for later on in the match, which would force me to go for Destiny Bond, as we do see he goes for Transform, but that's another turn. As he does go for the switch into the Magearna, reading my Sludge Bomb play, and that was great by him. As I go for the Shadow Ball, and I think it's Assault Vest, but totally forgetting about the party shot. So I gotta take notes when I do my battles, because writing notes kind of help you remember for the moves and what happens in certain turns and whatnot. So, yeah, the Sludge Bomb, which was thing, get the Shadow Ball off. As he goes for a Volt Switch, which was nice. He could have tried to go out for the Shadow Ball, but thing. So as you can see there, then it reveals there that he's choice specs by that damage. The damage he got was a high roll from a modest, actually high roll from a modest Magearna. So that's great intel we have there. So we're kind of as he brings in the Crobat there, and we know we have to switch out. And then we bring on Gengar later on when it's we bring in the Gengar once again against the Medicham, because we making a nice read actually. Knowing he's gonna go for a fake out, we switch into the Gengar. Then he kind of reveals there by switching out he does not have the Bullet Punch. Maybe he bluffed he didn't have the Bullet Punch, but actually switching out the way he did shows he didn't have the Bullet Punch, which was great information, because Bullet Punch would have probably won him this game, if I'm not mistaken. Even though it actually would have not done too much to Zygarde, but it would have been nice damage for Talabulu and nice damage for to take out the Gengar, but he didn't bring it, so I'm thankful he did not bring it. So making that read, and then knowing he's gonna switch into Smeargle, the better play, the pro play would have been to make the read and go for Sludge Bomb. But in case he wanted to get cheeky and switch into Volcanic, I knew I had to go for the Destiny Bond, expecting a Scarfer to come out. A Scarfer to come out to take on Gengar, because as we mentioned, the Shadow Ball, the Z-move Shadow Ball would have knocked out the Magearna. The only way he could have taken down the Gengar was either sack off his Medicham or actually Medicham is normal, right? I don't think my Shadow Ball would work. Okay, whatever. Point of the story is either sack off Medicham or switch into a Scarfer and like sack off Medicham, bring in a fresh Mon, or switch into a Scarfer knowing you can outspeed Gengar and take it out. So as I go for the Destiny Bond, and he switches into the Smeargle, I know he's forced either to a parting shot, but by the way he did his first turn, that he's probably gonna bluff something and go for a move or sack off the Smeargle here. But he makes a great read and just goes for the Transform to resist my Sludge Bomb. If you watched my video, I'm pretty sure I talked about it. I really wanted to go for a Shadow Ball, but I did not go for a Shadow Ball. Could have gone for a Shadow Ball, did not go for a Shadow Ball. Kind of disappointed I didn't, because like as I mentioned, those are God tier moves, like God tier plays I could have made, which I didn't make. But if I had gone for the Icy Wind, if I had gone for an Icy Wind and got his speed to drop, knowing my Gengar would outspeed still, that would have also been a nice play to make. But then he probably would have started toying me like switching into Magearna as I go for a Sludge. Actually, I would go for a Shadow Ball before instead of going for a Shadow Ball. Actually, yeah, that would have been God tiers, as I mentioned. But I didn't make those God tiers plays, unfortunately. But that's how Gengar would have gone down. And then we have Mamoswine. Mamoswine holding Thick Fat. I wanted Oblivious or Thick Fat. I wasn't sure. Stuck with Thick Fat because in case he did bring his Volcanic, I would like to take a fire move, even though I won't be able to take a fire move from him. But yeah, that was the only reason why. Or like take a fire punch for a potential thing. Or resist any kind of ice moves that might be coming my way. So as you can see here, Mamoswine is carrying the Icicle Crash, Earthquake, Stealth Rocks, Ice Shard. I knew I had to get Rocks. I knew it. And that's why when I sacked off the Crobat, I knew I could potentially live. I should have ran the Calcs. Like, I don't know why I didn't run Calcs, but it was so scary because it almost looked like it was going to knock out my Mamoswine when he went for a Great Bird thing. So I kind of revealed, though, I was Scarf, which was unfortunate. If he had crit my Mamoswine, it would have been GG. Because the Rocks did play a huge role in this matchup. We did need the Choice Scarf to outspeed Magearna and to one-shot it. I don't think actually did I one-shot Magearna. I don't know if I could have. If it was Shuka, probably. It was close. Close. We'll leave it at that. We do know you can also one-shot the Volcanic. Actually, we probably do one-shot the Magearna. due to its HP stat, it was not that high. Because we also, because yeah, Volcanic, we one shot that, Icicle Crash for the Lando, which does huge and will knock it out. Icicle Crash for Crobat, Icicle Crash for Latias, Icicle Crash for like anything but the Magearna does huge damage. Like Tameta-chan does huge. Earthquake, as well as mentioned, it's just huge damage. The only ones I want to take it are Milk Tank, but we know Milk Tank is not coming by the way we played against Arthur week 1. So, which did great. You see how Rocks did late game did us work, because it brought down at least the Meta-chan to where the Horn Leech would take it out. We got that 25% damage off on the Volcanic, which we really didn't need. And it's nice because if he did decide to switch out the Crobat, it could no longer come in unless he had a defog Latias, which I do not see him bringing. Actually, it did have the leftovers, so maybe it could have been a defog Latias. I really don't like defog Latias, but hey, every player plays their style. But Mamoswine did put in work late game, because as soon as we got rid of the Meta-chan, having the Magearna just left and having the Volcanic left, he was free to Earthquake. As I kind of mentioned, my thought process the whole match was I need to get rid of the Crobat and get rid of the Latias to get rid of the Levitate and the Flying type, and then Mamoswine can really just Earthquake his whole team with no problem. Or we can get rid of those other 4 mods, leave Crobat, leave Latias, and just start Icicle Crashing everything. You know what I mean? Like, it was a win-win for me. Or Smeargle or the Meta-chan, we could just start Icicle Crashing. It was like, get rid of these 2 mods and we can just do that with this mod. You know, it was like, that was my kind of my thought process. And that's how it kind of went down, which was, I thought was great, because so everyone played their role and they got to do what they could do. And we're like over 30 minutes with this post-commentary team build. But that was my team for Arthur. I hope you guys enjoyed that battle. Sweet. Did I even talk? Okay, yo, Mamoswine was 176. Wow, wait, 176. What does that outspeed? 134. That outspeeds the Volcanic. Just barely. No, actually. Yeah. Wow. I really put that investment? Hold up, guys. Because I think that speed ties with Smeargle, but I don't know why I would do that. Smeargle was 139. Wait, what? Okay, and then Volcanic. I speed type. I want a stinking speed type. It was supposed to be 178. I mean, 180. I'm gonna have to check that out later, but if I didn't put 180, I went off a... Yeah, it should have been 180. It should have been 180. I don't know what happened. I think I won by I went to RNG. Wow. So if you're watching this, Arthur, I am so sorry. Whoa, 134. Why would I tie it? I don't know why. Why? Okay. You know, with that said, I hope he wasn't timid, because that would have meant that I won by luck. Oh, whatever. Hey, thanks for watching another episode of Squid Ocean, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. But hey, if you're a player, hit that like button. Trainer, hit that subscribe button. Hater Squid Nation, go buy a one-way ticket at a bus station. You guys are amazing. Stay blazing. Squid out.